I'm sick. But this is the first day that I've actually felt a little bit more normal. I got dressed today. I feel like I can go outside. You know, I'm feeling better. If you saw me 4 days ago, completely different girl. I've been doing quite a bit of traveling in the month of August. I went to Yellowstone, the Grand Tetons, then I was back for like 4 days in Atlanta, immediately went on a cruise to Alaska. I just got back from that cruise and I got sick. And it was almost like so obvious, like, hey, you went on a cruise, thousands of people trapped on the same boat. I should have been like extra cautious. Cruises, you get sick. People on cruises get sick. I am one of them. I got sick from a cruise. There's been a lot of travel vlogs, so before I post my Alaska one, I just wanted to do a vlog at home. Just hang out, do a few fun things, kind of regroup around the house, maybe go get a fun treat or something, maybe get back to reading. Reading would be smart because I have fallen behind on my 2025 reading goal. Luckily, I just got 2 new books in the mail from Book of the Month, who just so happens to be sponsoring this video. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with Book of the Month, but just in case you aren't, Book of the Month is a monthly subscription service and they vet out the best books. Books from new authors you've never heard of, authors you know and love. This month I got Discontent by Beatriz Serrano. On the surface, Marissa's life looks enviable. She has a beautiful apartment, she lives in the center of Madrid, but she hates her job, she hates her coworkers, and she spends most of her time binging YouTube videos. Her success is largely built on lies and work that she's stolen from other people and is in danger of being revealed when she's forced to go on a company retreat. I picked this book this month because it seems to fall into my favorite genre of book, which is girl who doesn't know what she's doing. Marissa seems like she doesn't know what she's doing, and I would have never discovered this book if it wasn't for Book of the Month. I also picked out The Academy. This is by Ellen Hildebrand and her daughter. This is about a boarding school, and if you're familiar with my lore, I went to boarding school because I read a book about boarding school and became so obsessed that I just had to go to boarding school myself. Anytime I see a book about boarding school, it catches my eye. I'm gonna have to read it. They hold a special place in my heart, and I just love that Ellen Hildebrand wrote this with her daughter. I think that's so fun. Everyone knows the struggle of trying to find your next 5-star read, but I love Book of the Month because they do so much of the legwork for you. They have people reading hundreds of books, and out of all of those books, they pick their favorites for you to pick from every month. This little blue box is what dreams are made of. 2 of my favorite things, all right? Getting books and opening mail. This just combines both of my top interests. If a month's selection of books doesn't catch your eye, you can skip that month completely free of charge. And if you want to try Book of the Month out, now is actually the best time. For a limited time, you can get your first book for just $5 and a free hat of your choice when you use the code JACKET at checkout. Head to bookofthemonth.com and start building your TBR with me. Also, we can match. Book person. That's what I am. Thank you to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. This is going to be so clutch heading into fall. I am so excited for fall reading. I still have all of the stuff from the cruise in my purse. Oh, I have my key card for my room, nausea bands that you wear around your wrist if you get seasick. I have Dramamine just floating around. I think I just had a really bad cold. At first, I thought I had that new strain of COVID that people are talking about. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. My cousin had it, so that was kind of like top of mind for my family. Everybody was like, I think you have COVID. My symptoms weren't as extreme as that strain, so I just didn't know if I had like a mild version of it. I did take a COVID test. I didn't have COVID. I just think I had a really bad cold. It's been so long since I've even thought about COVID or thinking about like taking a test or worrying about if I'm contagious, if I can go out into the world. According to the timeline of my symptoms, I'm no longer contagious. So I'm going out into the world, nothing crazy because I also like don't feel like going and doing a bunch of errands today, but I do want to just be part of society. I feel like I've been trapped in my house. I just want to like see some strangers. I have been chugging liquids this week. Like I've always had a tea, a Gatorade, and a water by my side at any given moment. And even though I'm feeling so much better, I kind of want to go get a Gatorade because a Gatorade just hits when you're feeling sick. At home, I have the packets of electrolytes, but I just kind of want a good old-fashioned Glacier Blue Gatorade. So I'm going into CVS to get some. This guy's jamming in his car. I've never seen this. This is like mashups. It's Glacier Freeze and Glacier Cherry. It's kind of interesting. Do I want this or do I just want the OG? Okay, I actually don't think they even have the original Glacier Freeze. They have this darker blue, but they don't have the lighter blue. I think I'm gonna try this. Why not? 2 iconic flavors in one. Pretty good, y'all. Not gonna lie. Some of you guys might know what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna go get a Crunch Wrap at Perk, okay? Like, yeah, I do have eggs, I have bread, I have bacon, I have potatoes at home. Like, I could make a full breakfast if I really wanted to, but I don't feel like it. I've been out of town. I haven't had it in a while. I've been sick. I actually don't even know why I'm justifying it. Like, I'm gonna go get a Crunch Wrap, and I'm gonna remember to add bacon because I always forget to add the bacon, and then I get home and I'm like, ugh. I was considering also stopping by Little Tart and getting a croissant, but the parking was so bad that I like circled around, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going home. It gets so crowded there. I love it. I understand the appeal, but it's like, okay, this is my spot. That's the way to do it, honestly. Going to Perk and Little Tart, actually, this is the way to do it. Okay, this is for the people living in Atlanta. Humor me for a second if you don't live in Atlanta. Bomb Biscuit just moved to a new location. It's right by Perk. They have a great hash brown casserole. They also have good biscuits, but the hash brown casserole, it's kind of like the Cracker Barrel hash brown casserole if you've ever had that. I like this more than their biscuits. So what you do is you park, you go into Bomb Biscuit, you place an order for a hash brown casserole to go. Then you go over to Perk and you get this. You can get a coffee if you want to get a coffee. I'm gonna have a coffee at home today. The Good Times latte is my favorite. It's a lavender latte. Hopefully by the time this is ready, Bomb Biscuit texts you and they say your hash brown casserole is ready. So you get this and the hash brown casserole. Then you go to Little Tart and you get a chocolate pistachio croissant, which is really hard to come by because they run out of those really quickly. They have other great stuff like their normal croissant, their chocolate croissant, their almond croissant. Like they have other things to offer, but the chocolate pistachio croissant, next level. And you can also get a coffee at Little Tart. You can get the salted oat milk latte. It just depends on what you're in the mood for. That's the way to do it. Okay, stopping at 3 different locations to build the ultimate breakfast. And I've done that before, more times than I'd like to admit. I also remembered to get bacon, and they give you a little packet of Cholula. Oh God, just got that everywhere. It's gonna hit every single time. I just got Cholula on my jeans. That is awesome. Being sick, I feel like your house kind of falls apart a little bit. Honestly, it's not too bad in this house right now because before we left for Alaska, I cleaned the house like pretty well. So we came back to a very clean house. And then my sickness didn't hit me until like 24 hours after we were back. So the whole first day that we were back, I did all of the laundry and everything. However, there are some dead flowers that I have not disposed of. 2 vases of dead flowers that I haven't disposed of. Yesterday I washed our sheets, which if I hadn't done that, we'd be doing that today. But honestly, it wasn't even time to wash the sheets. But you know when you just like sleep in your bed and you're sick? Like they just feel like sick sheets and you just like need a refresh. Sometimes I feel that way about my toothbrush too when I'm sick. Like after I'm sick, I just feel like I need a new toothbrush. So I did that yesterday because I just knew it was gonna make me feel so much better last night going to bed. But I haven't done these flowers. I need to deal with the dishes in the sink first. I've ever showed you guys this. You've probably seen it in the background of some stuff, but I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but I have this sign. Oh, I have this sign. It's kind of like a movie marquee. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. They light up. My parents got this for my birthday or for Christmas years ago because I am a film bro. For better or for worse, I use letterboxd. I change the phrases, not all the time, but every so often. Like if we have someone coming in town that's staying with us, I'll be like, welcome so-and-so. Or if we're going out of town, obviously, let's go to Alaska. This is no longer relevant, so I need to change it. I don't know what I want to change it to. Honestly, I'm really excited for fall. Maybe I'll do something to do with fall. I think I had It's a Bug Summer at one point. So maybe I'll just write It's a Bug Fall. Sometimes I wonder if I say the word bug too much, you know, but it's a term of endearment. I call everyone bug. I call everyone by like their name and then bug. Like I'll call like Sarah Bug. I'll call my niece Miss Bug. I feel like the people who have watched me for a while, I feel like you guys understand. But if someone new is watching, like I get scared that I'm coming across as like a little bit cringy, you know? And maybe it is. So what? Most of the time I just set this here and leave it off unless there's someone coming over and it has like welcome their name and I know they're about to walk in the door, then I'll turn it on for them. Or if there's like a party or something, like we used this for my sister's baby shower and we had like something about her having a baby and we turned it on. We put it on the color pink because she was having a girl. So I do turn it on every now and then, but you know, most days not, but I'll show you guys. You can do it just like this, just plain white. You can also have it on this where it rotates through different colors, like it'll change gradually, but you can also stop it on any of the colors that it rotates through. This actually would be great during Halloween. I can put it on orange and set it outside. Speaking of fall, okay, I know some people find it annoying. As soon as Labor Day rolls around, everybody's ready for fall. They don't want summer to end. I understand the emotion. However, I'm ready for fall. It's my favorite season. I love it. I love the temperature. I love the fashion, like fall fashion, winter fashion. It's my bread and butter. Like I love sweaters. I love jackets. The way some people are about shoes and purses, like that's how I am with sweaters and jackets. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Carrie Bradshaw is always buying new shoes and new purses. Like I always want to buy a new sweater and a new jacket. And that's a difficult thing to want to buy because they're bulky. Like shoes and purses would be a much easier thing to be obsessed with. All this to say, okay, sometimes when you want to buy a new sweater or a new jacket, you actually don't need to buy it. You need to just tell someone about it. So that's what I'm going to do. I really just want to talk about this one jacket. Like genuinely, like this jacket, I cannot get away from. Every single time I open Instagram, like this shit is on my explore page. Like this jacket, someone reached into my brain and they manufactured this jacket. It's by Damson Matter, one of my favorite brands. I cannot believe that this jacket exists and I don't own it. It is out of stock everywhere. Don't even bother looking. It is out of stock on every single website I have looked. The fact that it's not in stock might actually be a blessing because I literally can't buy it. I don't even have the choice to buy it, but it also got my creative juices flowing a little bit because I think I might be able to kind of recreate this idea. This could be a project for future me in the fall time. I think I need a jacket that's one solid color, like this color green or even like a khaki color. This is reversible. I'm not going to be able to do that. With my mediocre sewing skills, I definitely could sew kind of the bandana situation around the shoulders, just like make one giant square that I can tie around my shoulders. And I could attempt sewing some fabric on the inside of a thrifted jacket. It wouldn't be perfect. I definitely wouldn't do like the entire lining of the jacket, but I could probably do something that fakes it a little bit. And so I'm feeling a little bit inspired to try to recreate that, or just not even do that. I think just do the bandana around the shoulders. I think that's such a cute look for fall. Another jacket that I think is so cute, but I'm not going to buy, so I'm going to tell you guys about it, is this jacket on Lisa Says Got. It's this really long trench coat, but it has polka dot lining. Like it's so fun. It's so cute. The Carter jacket and the Bobby jacket from Saison, I just think they're so classic, timeless. One is more cropped than the other. You would think I would have a trench coat at this point, but I honestly just like barn coats. Like I feel like every single jacket I'm drawn to is always a barn coat. I also saw this sweater on Christy Dawn that is quite expensive, but I definitely could knit if I just wanted to get back into knitting. I haven't knitted in so long, but this is such a cute sweater and could definitely make it. Like this is something that like you can definitely hand knit if you know how to knit. There's also this other jacket that Damson Matter makes that I forgot to mention. While I've been sick, I've been watching a lot of YouTube and just editing a ton, and then also just like online shopping, which never even means that I'm buying anything, but it means I just like open a bunch of tabs for things that I like. So I felt like telling you guys a few of my favorite things that I pulled up while I was sick, specifically about that first one. Like this whole segment right now is really just to tell you about the first one, but I really think I could do a makeshift version of that. I haven't perused online to see if anyone's imitating that look. Obviously the scarf around the shoulder, like I've seen people do that, but I want to see if anyone's done like the lining of the cuffs as well. I feel like there has to be some crafty girl online that's done that, that's just like sewn a strip around the cuffs and then just made the bandana. Like it has to exist somewhere. I haven't watched any of the new season of The Summer I Turned Pretty because I just like, why would I put myself through that? Like I'm just, you know, everybody is like always so angry at it. I feel like it's almost like me with Love Island US. It pissed me off so bad, and yet I tuned in every single night, and I feel like The Summer I Turned Pretty is a similar psychosis. I watched the first 2 seasons. I read the books when I was much younger. I don't want to watch it. I truly don't, but I know it's the last season. I have read the books. I did watch the first 2 seasons. It is kind of towards the end of the season, so I honestly feel better just binging the entire thing instead of like prolonging the torture. Out of all of the recipes that I've ever shown on this channel, the beef stew, #1, especially heading into fall and winter, like it is something you should make. It's so good if you're just wanting to be cozy, if you're sick, if you want a soup. It's just so hearty. The first episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty, I'll be honest, I was confused. We just jumped ahead 4 years. No title card indicating that. Like we could tell from context clues, but for a few minutes there, I was like, what? It was kind of jarring, but I'm honestly kind of thankful that they did that because I was feeling so weird watching them cuddle and kiss. They're like freshmen in college. Like this just like feels odd to me. It's a little bit easier to watch knowing that they're like 21 and 22, even though the actors didn't age at all, like it's a little bit easier to watch. I watched the first 2 episodes and I know that there's way more frustrating, cringy stuff to come, but I'm gonna power through. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch it. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys had fun spending a little first day back to health with me yesterday. The next video is going to be my Alaska vlog. And then after that, we're gonna be home for a little while until I like have a wedding or something at some point in the fall. But I'm home until further notice, which I'm really excited for. So I hope you guys are too. I feel like the travel vlogs are really fun, but I know people really enjoy like home vlogs, comfort vlogs, just something you can throw on in the background that's a little bit more like cozy and just relaxing. So those are coming. I feel like I had a ton of random travel vlogs. Like I went to the beach, I went to Chicago, I went to New York, I went to Yellowstone and Grand Tetons, then I went to Alaska. Like I know we've been a lot of places and we will be home and we'll have some good comfort vlogs coming. Thank you again to Book of the Month for sponsoring this video. And I think with that, this is goodbye. I meant to show you guys, look, I hung up that picture frame in our bedroom finally. The glass is still broken on it, but you know, it's the thought that counts.